Today, Precarious plays
Lost Kingdoms 2. We decided on the Sacred Battle Arena because I'm hoping that once I open these doors, I won't have to worry about my mechanic score anymore. And it's so the frustrating thing is they're all really close to 6 stars. So anytime I start using an element, I wind up with like 3 of them changing. It's like fire up, water down, wood way down. And I thought like, well, at least maybe I'll gain an appreciation for mechanical cards.
Yeah.
The machines.
Did you?
No.
Oh. Oh.
Sorry.
Well, did you,
This is it. This is a lot of what proficiency grinding looks like. And I'm doing it right now because I swear there it is. So, see?
That went up.
That went up.
Okay. So you have to have that together to get through. And hopefully we won't have to deal with that again. I know we didn't do it on the show, but did you ever play through Lost Kingdoms post-game content?
Yeah, as a youth, and whenever I played it on my own after we're recording it for the show.
Mm-hmm. What was there? Was it similarly structured or?
No, it was I think a little more thematic, and from the sound of it, not quite as taxing. Mm-hmm. Give me just a second because there's something that I want to show you. This I blame on not having the manual.
Mm-hmm.
So you know the combos that we've been finding?
Yeah.
I didn't really feel obligated. Like, I had interest early in the game. Where is it? I was interested in this one, Tender Mercy.
Yeah.
And I tried putting a fairy and a rebus out together and it didn't work. So I just thought like, the rest of these don't sound terribly compelling anyway.
Yeah.
But the way that you're supposed to perform them is you hold down the Z button and then you, without letting go of it.
Oh, and so you throw them at once.
And it cues them. Yeah, it stocks them together. So now if I press B or X, it will use the combo. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try a new combo, which I haven't seen yet, which is supposed to be an empowered acid dragon.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, good, it was friendly.
You know, based on the way those two models aligned, for a moment I thought we were going to have a Disgaea-esque situation with the smaller goblin-y type dragon-y fellow as reversed with this winged dragon. Like the winged guy was going to be perched on that small dude's shoulders.
Okay, and then I got rid of them. So that was pretty good, and I think...
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure when we tried Wizard before, it did seem to boost the efficacy. You know what? We have it recorded. I'll go back and I'll watch the footage, and I can just like physically move the health meters next to one another and watch them tick down, you know?
Yeah.
That'll be the cleanest way to test it.
This is like a whole new situation. How many combos have you gotten to explore? Is it just like this one? And
I just have the knowledge now, and now I'm keen on exploring them.
It's kind of bad that you were able to get through the game without figuring that out, though, right?
What?
I know the manual was missing. We sent it to the moon. Well, it was sent to the moon. We did not perpetuate this.
This is actually the only one that I feel bad about not knowing. Because combining these 2 cards is very economical.
Yeah. And
it gives you exactly 15 cards back.
Piggyback everything.
It gives you 15 cards back if that's what you're missing without any variants.
Oh.
And I've already based both of my actual play decks on that combination.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, so now I can have up to like exactly 15 cards that I bring back. Plus, like I wound up making a bunch, both of those like 20-ish card decks, because the idea is like you have the 2 cards to do the combo, and then you have one of each of the movement type cards, which you don't necessarily like run through usually. Mm-hmm. And then finally you have like the 15 cards that you actually want to essentially bring 2 copies of.
Yeah.
Do I get a copy of it? I think I get one for beating it regardless, so I'm hoping that I'll get 2. That's the whole reason why I went through that song and dance.
Yeah. I really like mechanics like that where it lets you have a smaller, more efficient deck. Like a smaller number of cards. I just think that there's something beautiful in a card game that's about random draws well, this isn't about random draws, but the point is there's something that I enjoy about getting it down to a reasonably predictable set of cards.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what a lot of collectible style card games are. That's sort of like the ideal.
Yeah.
And it ought to bother me, because that kind of reductive play usually just bugs me.
Yeah. But I think that, especially in video games, like, whenever people find, like, the most simple route from point A to point B, whether it's artful or not, and then just do only that and nothing else, it sort of destroys the expression. But I think that the randomness of card games in general, I don't know, it feels like you're structuring a probability dance instead of making a map with a path that you're going to follow every single time. It's more improvisational, which I like. And trying to control how that improvisation, that probability expresses itself in a way that you could depend on for battle and problem solving, that just seems like it fits. It's good. It's a good feeling. Also, I feel like with card games, there's a lot fewer variables to interact with. I mean, with video games, you have music, you have writing, you have story, you have graphics, you have it's every medium all wonderfully bundled up into one thing. But with a more traditional card game that's like played on a tabletop, unplugged style, it doesn't feel like you're ignoring a large portion of the game in order to make it reduced into something simple. It feels like you're engaging with the mechanics instead of glossing over stuff. So it's just this area and
The lava zone and the... What's it called? I can't remember what it's called.
the lava zone.
No, that's not even what that place is called.
Yeah.
It's like the proving grounds or the trial grounds.
Oh yeah, some sort of battle arena type of...
20 floors of...
Ooh,
probably.
that sounds fun. Did the other game have 20 floors of butt whoop
No,
anywhere?
I'm sorry, yeah. So I should explain that. That place, it was... You have to go through there as part of the story.
Yeah.
It was 4 elemental zones. Oh, I don't like this.
That doesn't look like it would work in your favor.
Ah, stupid flying thing. Bad news, friend.
There.
I've got the power of Cute monster girls. I didn't do it on purpose, but that's just sort of what's shaken out here. It's like, well, what are my 2 attacking cards? I want something that has a decent range to cost and some sort of powerful secondary effect, which is why I took Crystal Rose instead of Dragon Knight. Whenever I was testing for a long time, it was Dragon Knight, but then I realized, like, oh wait, it hits slightly further, slightly faster, with comparable power, and it has a chance of charming the target. So all of that made me sub those out, and then I just realized, like, oh yeah, it's just a Monster Girls deck, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the fact that the cards that happen to boost the power of those, it's the Dryad and the Ingenie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that also added weight to that. Geez, do I have enough eyeballs? Do I have enough eyeball power? I think I have enough. Yeah, but I'm gonna restart with the same deck. Or actually, no, I'm gonna be a good sport, and I'm going to heal myself, and then I'm going to use Sea Monk and Mind Flayer. Although, you know what? I should show you the other combo that has shaken out here. It's a pretty good one. So, the totems here, what are they called exactly? The Wood Elemental. So the Elemental cards, whenever you throw them down, they start healing everything of the same element, which inexplicably includes, like, they count. Because you can see that, like, the HP meter keeps sort of wobbling back and forth a little bit.
Yeah, it goes down and up.
And I don't think that I boosted it. I'm pretty sure if you boost an elemental, if you boost a wood elemental, it is, like, the ticks are fast enough that it will keep a Rebus out for a really long time. Which is just great. So I'm gonna do my little combo dance, and then we'll start the next episode with whatever fresh hell this is. Oh, wait, no, you know what I should do instead? Because whatever fresh hell it is, I actually want to take it home with me. So
Yeah.
screw everything, we're gonna stop here, I'm gonna go get a capture card. Bye.